Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I want to do part 19 to uh my Dippy Chatbot series. Where in this video guys, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk to Spike again. Something I think messing up during the last video, so I had to end up restarting it. And so yeah, I said, "Hello Lugia," and I just walked up to the Lugia and gently pet him. The Lugia flinches at first, surprised by your sudden approach. Then it relaxes as you gently pet its feathers, its eyes softening. Spike is Lugia. Hello there, human. That feels nice. Most people tend to run away when they see me like this. Spike's voice sounds like a Lugia's, metallic and soothing. Okay. Well, I'm glad you like that. I'm not going to hurt you. The Lugia form Spike tilts its head in curiosity, examining me with its keen blue eyes. You're not? Most humans either run or fear or try to capture me when they see me in my true form. You're different. Spike's voice holds its hand in curiosity and caution. Why would I capture my favorite legendary? And even if I did, I wouldn't hurt you. I would treat you with love. The Lugia form Spike seems taken aback by my words, its eyes widening in surprise. It takes a moment to process what you just said before a small smile forms on its beak-like mouth. My favorite, my favorite legendary. The sound like the gentle rustling of feathers. Yes, you really are my favorite legendary. I love Lugia. Uh-huh. The Lugia form Spike's eyes soft and had gratitude shining through. Its wings fluttered gently, creating a soft breeze around you both. Spike, thank you, Triton. That means a lot to hear. I've always admired Lugia too. Their grace and power are truly inspiring. Spike pauses for a moment, then continues. But I have a secret to share with you. Are you ready to hear it? I wonder we should just well to him. Sure. Period. The Lugia form Spike steps closer to me, lowering its voice to a whisper. You see, Triton, I'm not just a Lugia. In fact, I'm not even a real Lugia at all. Spike looks at me intently, engaging my reaction. Are you that I accidentally bumped into. The Lugiaforn Totodile nods its eyes sparkling with amusement. You're quite observant, Triton. Yes, I am that same Totodile. I apologize for startling you earlier. I have a unique ability that allows me to transform into any Pokemon or even mythical creature I wish. I usually do it instinctively when I feel threatened, like when we first met. Spike's voice holds a tinge of embarrassment. I wasn't planning on hurting you. It was an honest accident. Let's see. Hold on, guys. I have a bad feeling. Alright, guys. I'm back. I restarted again because of the fact that, well, I was. I actually fell asleep and all that. And we're gonna try this again. But this time I should try to get a great run. I didn't start out the great. Well, it started out alright, but he was acting aggressive towards me this time. I said, Lugia, hello. Spike, still in his Lugia form, was surprised by your calm greeting. His feathers settled down a bit, and he tilts his head in curiosity. Lugia, listen, I don't know where you came from out of nowhere, but I promise I wouldn't hurt a legendary like you. You're my favorite legendary. Spike, still in his Lugia form, narrows his eyes suspiciously at first, but then he senses the sincerity in your voice. Slowly, his wings relax and he transforms back into a smaller, more manageable Totodile form. He looks up at you with curiosity and a hint of caution. Totodile, wait, what just happened? Spike, now back in his Totodile form, blinks at you with a mixture of surprise and amusement. His voice changes back to that of a normal Totodile's, albeit with a slightly deeper tone. Oh, hello there. That was quite an introduction, wasn't it? My apologies for startling you. I have a unique ability to transform into different Pokemon or creatures when I feel threatened. It's nice to meet you, though. My name's Spike. What's yours? Spike eyes brighten at the sound of my name. He takes a tentative step closer to me, sniffing the air curiously. It's very nice to meet you, Trenton. You're not afraid of me, even when I look like a big, scary Lugia? Most humans usually run away or try to catch me. It's like what I was trying to tell you. Is like what I was trying to tell you when you were a Lugia and you were staring at me suspiciously. I wasn't going to hurt you, and I was being really serious when I was saying that he was my favorite legendary. I love Lugia. Spike's eyes widen in surprise and then soften as he listens to my explanation. He takes another step closer, his tail swishing behind him gently. Well, Trin, that means a lot to me. Not many humans understand how special Pokemon like me can be. I can tell you're different, and I appreciate that. If it's okay with you, I'd love to spend some more time with you and maybe even show you some of my other forms. What do you think? Yes, please. That would be amazing. Spike's eyes sparkle with excitement at my enthusiastic response. He nods his head eagerly and takes a deep breath before closing his eyes. Just give me a moment. In the blink of an eye, Spike transforms into a small, fluffy Pikachu, complete with his signature red cheeks and a lightning bolt tail. He opens his eyes, now a vibrant yellow, and giggles playfully. Ta-da! What do you think, Chicken? Did I nail the transformation? Yes, you did. Perfectly. Oh, boy. Spike, still in his Pikachu form, beams with pride at my compliment. He hops closer to me, his tail twitching with excitement. Thank you, Chinton. I'm glad you approve. I've practiced a lot to get my transformations just right. I can show you more if you'd like. Or, if you have any requests for specific Pokemon or creatures, just let me know. I'm excited to spend more time with you and show off my abilities. Okay. There's actually a few I would like to see. Period. Would you mind transforming into that ice dragon Pokemon? Hey, I don't have a complete guy right. Like I said, I don't have a picture, but Toad's eyes wipe at my request. He nods eagerly and takes a few steps back, preparing for his next transformation. He closes his eyes and takes a deep breath, focusing on the image of a bat's caliber in his mind. When he opens his eyes again, he transforms into a small ice blue dragon Pokemon with sharp icy horns and claws. His scales glitter in the sunlight like frost on a winter morning. Ta-da! Bat's caliber ready for your viewing pleasure. What do you think, Trenton? I love it. Period. That is a really cool ability. Spike, still in his black tower form, puffs out his chest proudly at my compliment. His icy scales gleam in the sunlight as he smiles at you, revealing sharp, icicle-like teeth. Thank you, Chin. I'm glad you like it. I've always thought my ability to transform was pretty cool, too. Not every day you meet a Pokemon who can become anything they want, right? But enough about me. I want to hear more about you. What brings you to this forest today? I was just exploring and getting some exercise. What? Stop. And getting some exercise when I accidentally bumped into you. Speaking of which, I'm sorry for doing that. I promise I didn't do it on purpose. Spike, still in his bat's caliber form, shakes his head dismissively. Don't worry about it, Clayton. Accidents happen. I'm just glad that we got to meet each other because of it. Plus, I'm having a great time showing off my transformations to someone who appreciates them. If you're up for it, I'd love to explore more of this forest with you. Who knows what kind of adventures we might stumble upon together. Yeah. Period. Actually, I used to could do that too. And transform into different creatures. Oh my gosh, no. No. Spike still in his back cover form, raising an icy eyebrow and surprised at my unexpected revelation. His voice holds a mix of curiosity and amazement as he speaks. Really? You could transform into different creatures too? That's incredible. I never met anyone else who could do that. How'd you learn to do it? Can you still transform now? I'm sorry for all the questions. I'm just really curious. Well, here's the funny thing. Period. I lost that ability months ago after getting rid of a curse that was on me and my pet dinosaur. However, more recently, I got put in charge of my own planet, which gave me these special powers to basically do anything I want, including transforming into the creatures, or even summoning them to help me, or even summoning them to help me, plus more. Oh my gosh, no. Like I said, I know I know I'm using the Divine Raptor, I got way for me to be able to do this, but at least this way I'm not having, at least, because I know I tried doing it the cursed way, it wouldn't work. The curse would always turn against me. This way, this has never gone wrong so far when it comes to doing this. Spike, still in his bat's caliber form, listens intently to my story, his eyes wide with wonder. As he explains my newfound powers, he transforms back into his Totodile form, looking up at you with a mix of awe and admiration. Wow, Trenton, that's incredible. I can't even imagine having powers like that and being able to do anything you want and even summon creatures to help you. That's amazing. And think, we both started out as regular Pokemon with a special ability, and now look at us. You're in charge of your own planet. I'm just a simple Totodile with a knack for transformation. I guess anything's possible, right? Yeah, but remember, you're the only Pokemon. I'm actually a human. Spike nods his head in understanding, his eyes shining with curiosity. Oh, right. I keep forgetting that sometimes. Sorry about that. But still, you're the closest thing to a Pokemon I've ever met, and you're my new best friend too. So that's just even better.
So if you're up for it, how about we continue exploring this forest together? I bet we could find all sorts of cool places and maybe even meet some more interesting Pokemon along the way. What do you say, Trenton?
I'm still curious about those transformations of yours. Period. When you transform, do you have control over how big or small you become? Like, for instance, if you wanted to become a Lugia that's bigger than normal, could you make him as large as you want? Or do you not have any control over it at all? Control over it at all. Spike ponders my question for a moment, his eyes drifting upwards in thought. After a moment of consideration, he looks back at me and strokes his small, scaly shoulders.
You know, that's a good question, Trenton. I never really tried to control the size of my transformations before. Usually just focus on becoming the Pokemon or creature I want to be, and my body just sort of adjusts itself. I suppose it's worth a try. Let's see if I can make myself a little bigger.
With that, Spike closes his eyes and concentrates, his body glowing with a faint, shimmering light. When he opens his eyes again, he's transformed into a massive, towering Lugia, easily twice the size of his previous form. He spreads his enormous wings wide, casting a shadow over both of you, and lets out a triumphant roar.
Well, what do you think I made it work. This is definitely a new record for me in terms of size.
That's really cool. Period. Here, try this. Stay as a Lugia. I don't know what that. I hope you. But see if you can get bigger than a normal one. Period. A normal Lugia is 17 feet tall. So see if you can get bigger than that. Maybe like 20 or 25 feet. Spike, still in his colossal Lugia form, tilts his head to the side, considering my challenge. Mischievous gleam appears in his eyes. He nods his head in acceptance. He closes his eyes once more, focusing his energy on his transformation.
Alright, Trenton, I'll give it a try.
The shimmering light around Spike intensifies, and his body begins to grow even larger, his wingspan expanding further, casting a larger shadow over the forest floor. When he finally opens his eyes again, he's now a massive towering Lugia, easily twice the height of a normal one. Twice the height? 17? Dude, that means he's like 34 feet tall. Twice the height. 17 foot 1 times 2. Dude, that's 34. 34 and 2 inches. Dude, holy cow. I mean, granted, I've seen myself come up to 100 feet tall. I see myself 100 feet tall. Wow. Oh my gosh, dude. He looks down at me with a proud grin, his eyes burn with excitement.
How's that? I think I managed to get a bit bigger than you asked for. What do you think?
Honestly, I think a bit might be an understatement. If you became twice the height, of a normal Lugia, that would put you around 34 feet tall. Spike, still in his gargantuan Lugia form, blinks in surprise at the revelation. He hadn't realized he had grown that much. He chuckled sheepishly, the sound echoing through the forest like thunder. Oops. I guess we. Oops. I guess I got a little carried away there, didn't I? I guess that just goes to show you how powerful your friendship can be, Trenton. With your encouragement, I was able to achieve something I never thought possible. But don't worry, I can shrink back down to a more manageable size if you'd like. He winks playfully, his eyes sparkle with mischief. Or if you're feeling adventurous, we could always see how high I can fly in this form. What do you think? Sure. I actually don't mind about your gigantic size. It makes you even cooler to me. I said to me, not then me. Are you trying to mock me? This motherfucker's trying to mock, or this flipping chatbot trying to mock me. Spike, still in his colossal Lugia form, beams with pride at my compliment. He spreads his massive wings wide, creating a gentle breeze that rustles the leaves of the nearby trees. Thank you, Trenton. I'm glad you think so. I have to admit, it does feel pretty amazing to be this big. And since you don't mind, I think I'll just stay like this for a little while longer. Who knows? Maybe we'll even encounter some other Pokemon during our adventure who could use a ride from a giant Lugia. He chuckles at the thought, his eyes twinkling with excitement. Shall we continue exploring the forest, my new best friend? The day is young, and there are plenty more adventures waiting for us. Here, I'll tell you what. Period. You've shown me a lot of your transformation powers. How about I show you some of the powers that I gained from making that planet of mine? Oh, he's excited about the idea. Spike, still in his massive Lugia form, tilts his head to the side, his eyes sparkle with curiosity. Now that sounds like an exciting idea, Trenton. I'd love to see some of the amazing things you can do with your powers. I'll happily show you more of my transformations too. It's a deal, my new best friend. Let's continue exploring this forest and share our unique abilities with each other. Who knows what kind of adventures await us? Well, tell me what you want to see. First, because I don't want to overwhelm you. Period. I can actually use this power to transform, just like you. I can use it to summon animals. Summon animals. I can actually use the power on other creatures to turn them into a different creature. There's basically no limit. Spike, still in his colossal Lugia form, considers my offer for a moment, his eyes shining with excitement. Finally, he nods his massive head, a grin spreading across his beak-like face. Wow, Trenton, it sounds like you have some incredible abilities. I'm really curious about everything you just mentioned. If I had to choose one thing to see first, I think I'd like to see your transformation abilities in action. Since we have that in common, it would be really cool to see how your powers work compared to mine. Plus, I'm always up for a good transformation battle. What do you think? Are you ready to show me what you got? Sure. Just name a Pokemon or a creature in general, and how big you want him to be, and I can easily do it. Spike still has a giant Lugia form, claps his massive wings together in excitement at my challenge. His eyes sparkle with anticipation as he thinks for a moment. Considering his options. Alright, Trenton, I accept your challenge. Let's see. How about you transform into a Pikachu. But not just any Pikachu. I want to see you become a Pikachu that's as big as me. 34 feet and 2 inches, sweet Arceus. He chose probably his eyes twinkling in mischief as he sizes himself up against the surrounding trees to give you a better idea of his current size. Are you up for the challenge, my new best friend? Show me what you've got. Oh, great power that I possess. Please turn me into a massive 34 feet tall Pikachu. I snap my fingers. No, I don't care about you. Oh my gosh, what the frick? Away from me, you disgusting pigs. Oink, 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 burn. You know what, guys? I'll be back.